The forest never truly slept. Even in darkness, life moved between the trees. But tonight felt different. The woods felt alive, watching, waiting. Lochsai followed Conoma deeper into the wilderness than any Choctaw hunter dared travel. The ancient vampire moved silently through the shadows, his feet barely touching the earth. Hours passed. Neither spoke. Finally, they reached a valley hidden between towering hills. Lochsai froze. Hundreds of fires burned below. Warriors moved through the camp, the hidden nation, the secret bloodline. The people history forgot. Conoma stopped beside him. For generations we remained unseen. Lochsai stared in disbelief. Why hide? Conoma's expression darkened. Because monsters are easier to survive than fear. The answer puzzled him. Conoma pointed toward the camp. When strangers see fangs, they forget loyalty. Lochsai understood. Even among his own people, he had been feared for seeing things others could not. Perhaps these warriors carried the same burden. They descended into the valley. As they entered, every warrior stopped. Hundreds of glowing eyes turned toward Lochsai. A chill ran down his spine. An elderly woman stepped forward. Her face was marked with tribal symbols older than any Lochsai had ever seen. Around her neck hung bones, shells, and ancient copper. The crowd bowed. Even Conoma lowered his head. "This is Mother Ashaya," he said, "the first keeper." Her eyes examined Lochsai. Not his face, not his body, his spirit. "You carry your grandfather's fire." Lochsai blinked. "You knew him?" She nodded. "He fought beside us." The words struck like lightning. "My grandfather fought vampires." The camp erupted in laughter. Ashaya smiled. "No." She looked around the valley. "He fought family." Silence fell. Lochsai suddenly realized something. These people were not outsiders, not invaders, not monsters. They were part of the story, part of the land, part of his blood. Ashaya lifted her hand. The crowd parted. At the center of camp stood an enormous stone covered in ancient carvings. Lochsai approached. His breath caught. The symbols matched those carved into the black stone around his neck. Exactly. Ashaya spoke softly. "The stone of returning." Lochsai reached out. The moment his fingers touched its surface, the world vanished. Visions exploded through his mind. He saw oceans, storms, ancient ships crossing endless waters long before Columbus. He saw African navigators guided by stars. He saw native hunters standing upon these shores waiting for them. He saw friendship, marriage, children, nations becoming one. Then darkness came. A creature made from shadow descended from the sky. It fed on fear, fed on hatred, fed on blood. Entire villages disappeared. Warriors fought and died. Medicine men called upon spirits. Nothing worked. Then came the Blood Guardians. The first vampires, warriors who sacrificed their mortality to imprison the creature beneath the earth. Their victory came at a terrible cost. They became something between human and spirit, something feared, something forgotten. The vision shifted. Lochsai saw the creature sleeping underground, its prison cracked, its eyes opening, awakening. The same creature from his dreams, the same creature the dream walker warned him about, the true enemy. The world returned. Lochsai staggered backward. Sweat poured down his face. Ashaya watched quietly. "Now you understand." Lochsai struggled to breathe. "The Spanish. They are not the darkness.
Kanoma nodded. They are merely the spark. Ashaya pointed toward the east. The creature beneath the earth senses war. The old woman looked toward the stars. It feeds on fear. Her voice became grave. The arrival of Hernando de Soto will awaken it completely. Thunder rolled across the sky. Panic filled his eyes. The scouts have returned. Kanoma turned immediately. What happened? The warriors swallowed hard. There are thousands coming. Murmurs spread through the hidden nation. The Spanish are not alone. Fear spread across the crowd. The scout's voice shook. They march with creatures. Silence. Creatures that wear human skin. Loxai's blood ran cold. The vision, the monsters, the dead, everything was real. The scout looked directly at him. They crossed the river at sunset. Kanoma's golden eyes narrowed. How far away? The scout answered with a whisper. 3 days. The valley fell silent. For years, Loxai had warned people. For years, they laughed. For years, nobody believed. Now the war from his visions stood at their doorstep.